Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. We have some huge news coming out of the ARK ETF. Cathie Wood has purchased approximately 7 million shares of Palantir. Cathie Wood is a very famous and very successful portfolio manager who made one of the greatest calls of all time with Tesla stock. And now she is back into Palantir. Welcome back, everybody. We got to talk about the bullish signal that Cathie Wood is providing us by buying into Palantir at these current valuations. Now, if you don't know who Cathie Wood is, and you've been living under a rock, she is the manager of the ARK ETF. This ETF has outperformed the S&P 500 VOO by approximately 30% this year. The ARK ETF is crushing the S&P 500. And part of the reason that's happening is because she bought into Palantir. Cathie Wood knows how to beat the market, and she has a 5-year investment time horizon. Now, why is she buying Palantir? Very, very, very simple. AI is a huge untapped market, and Palantir is in a great, I would say almost dominant position to exploit the growing trend and popularity of AI. A simple Google search shows me that the AI market is going to grow at a compounded annual growth rate of 21.6% between 2023 and 2030. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There is going to be a $2 trillion market for artificial intelligence, and Palantir is in one of the greatest positions to take advantage of that. Now, recently, Palantir's revenue growth rate has slowed down. But we have to remember, ladies and gentlemen, investing is not about past performance. It's not about past metrics. It's about the future. And the market, and many Palantir shareholders, including myself, are really seeing the trend that's going to hit Palantir. I firmly suspect that Palantir's year-over-year growth rate, which has slowed down, unfortunately, recently, to 15 or 13% year-over-year, is going to re-accelerate more than the market's expectations to approximately 21.6%. I would even hazard a guess that Palantir's growth rate is going to exceed the 21.6% compounded annual growth rate of AI because Palantir is already in a dominant position in AI. This is huge news that this fund manager who crushed the market this year, oh, by the way, is buying 7 million shares of Palantir. She is with us, ladies and gentlemen. I have never felt more reassured in my position in Palantir than I do right now. Now, here's the last piece of good news we're going to talk about. Jerome Powell, the chair of the Federal Reserve. Right now, the Federal Reserve has raised interest rates. We have inflation, and the Federal Reserve wants to bring inflation down. At some point, when inflation slows down, which it massively is, oh, by the way, the Federal Reserve is going to have to cut interest rates. And when interest rates get cut, guess which stocks benefit the most? Growth stocks. And what is a growth stock? It is a stock that has earnings far out into the future, but has high revenue growth. What does that sound like, ladies and gentlemen? Palantir. They've just had 3 quarters of GAAP profitability, and they're going to be growing their revenue and their profits probably higher than 21%, in my guess, in my opinion, going into the future. When Jerome Powell cuts rates, which he will, Palantir is going to skyrocket like you have never seen before. You think you've made a lot of money now? You just wait until interest rates get cut, and Palantir goes to the freaking moon. As a matter of fact, I have a price target of Palantir by the end of 2024 of $56 a share. I'm calling it now. Palantir will be $56 a share by the end of 2024. Write it down. And with that being said, she's with us. You guys can rest easy tonight. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.